Hello, this is the janitor, and I'm just talking about the Behringer Edge. I'm really liking it because I'm quite into just getting one piece of gear out at once. Because my place gets a bit cramped, and I have friends coming in, and I'm always cleaning up dust of all my digital equipment. Because I'm worried about dust going in it and all that crap. But I've just seen the new Behringer grind. Sounds absolutely amazing. So much sound possibility and so many wavetables and weird noises you can make with the grind. So next week I'm thinking of getting a stand just for 2 boxes. I think 3 is going to be a bit too much for my brain. The Crave and the Spice do their own different things, but I've looked at the reviews and the grind has got probably the most sound exploring possibilities over the other two. So yeah, I'm thinking of ordering a stand off eBay and plug the Edge and the grind into my multi-track recorder, in case I want to do some pretty off the wall kind of stuff, and perhaps even make some song type music into the multi-tracker using the grind and the Edge. I think it'll work out pretty good. I've seen a 2-tier stand on eBay for 27 quid. It also replaces the panels on the side of each of them, making them a bit more sturdy, because the panels are quite I did a little OCD test with my nail, kind of like just pressing against it lightly, and yeah, I sort of made a little mark on the edges side of the stand and just smoothing it out by just rubbing across so I couldn't see it anymore. But yeah, that's just my OCD. But the stand on eBay looks like it's a much more solid construction. So those panels would have to come off anyway in order to screw them into the stand. But yeah, I'm really excited. The sound of that grind is amazing, and it's only 155 on Gear for Music. The Edge I only paid 145, and then a few hours later I'm coming out with some scranksy like hard techno. But it's amazing I can get quite a lot of stuff out of analog gear, and as you've probably heard in the past, I managed to get the Korg monologue going into a drum machine type style. No other things connected to it, just using the 4-motion locks, and then working out how to get some mad rhythms from the monologue. I haven't heard anyone else do that yet, so I think I'm like the monologue king or something. But looking at the Behringer grind, it's going to be amazing. That with the Edge, I'm just looking forward to what I can do with those two mingled together. So yeah, it's just my little discussion on my next piece of equipment, because it's affordable. Behringer are doing a very good job with these clones, more expensive Moog stuff, which it's just a brand name really, isn't it? Moog. It's like Red Bull versus the cheap energy drink, but they taste exactly the same. If anything, the cheap energy drinks in the silver cans or bluey coloured cans, much better than the Red Bull. I don't think there's enough sugar in the Red Bull, to be honest. There's a bit more sugar in the cheaper ones. Just a metaphor. But no, the Behringers are built pretty good. No complaints, no issues. Everything's all kind of switched up all perfectly fine. So yeah, in a week's time, hopefully, we'll have the Edge and the grind on a stand and going through the monotron delay, the cheap Korg things. And yeah, I think it's going to sound amazing. Have that going into my Go mixer, and eventually, yeah, it's going to go into the multi-track recorder that I got not too long back. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about some stuff I could get together with just those two synths, the monotron delay, and obviously the 16 tracks that I've got on the multi-track recorder, so I can layer over recordings, and then do another one and do another one. And yeah, I just wish I could use a laptop. I'm really bad with laptops because of my learning disabilities. I do have a little bit of autism, and I lose my patience really easily as well because of ADHD is another thing on top of that. I just can't do menu diving very well. I find menu diving a bit cumbersome, and laying down blocks and to make songs, I find that just long dragged. It's not that I can't do it, it's just I find it too cumbersome to do. The last time I made a song was on Music Generator 2, and I found that really cumbersome, but you know, I managed to do it. I managed to get Orange theme actually laid down on Music Generator 2, so I can make songs, but Music Generator 2 is 5 times easier, if not more, than doing it on a PC. And I just think I'll get lost on a computer because it's just too much stuff for me to learn. And I found learning quite difficult when I was going to school, so trying to get my head around a computer just makes my brain go ugh. So yeah, I much prefer doing just analog and tweaking things just on their own. Obviously doing a link up with the Behringers, that's gonna, you know, work my brain a bit. But yeah, there's not so much to worry about with dust like it is with my digitones and digitacks, because as you notice, the digitax buttons are wide open. You can see inside, you can literally see the chipboards underneath through the buttons. I know it's no big deal if dust does get inside, because it can be like the top panel can be taken off and some screws can be taken off the top panel, and it can come off quite easily to give it a clean. But I still worry anyway because it's part of my OCD. But I do love my electrons, even though I haven't played them for a little while. But yeah, I'm really stoked on this new grind that's come out, what, 5 or 6 months ago, and it sounds amazing. It's got like vocody type valve sounds, all that kind of stuff, and it's got wavetables, it's got modulation possibilities. For 155 quid, it's a no-brainer. Between the Crave and the Spice, I'd definitely go for the grind. That goes for anybody that wants to choose a Behringer to go with the Edge, another new Behringer. I'd definitely go with the grind. That and a stand to put them on, which is what I so badly want to do next week. Set them up on my glass table, keep them covered with a cover all the time, and just do some tweaking. Just sounds like a lot of fun for cheap money. Behringer, all I'm going to say is you're amazing and you do some incredibly good stuff. And hands up for the new tweakable grind. That was it really. It's just my little discussion again, because I'm excited about this new Behringer stuff that's just coming out. Wow, I couldn't believe the power. When I heard that grind, I was like, I'd love that with my Edge. Get some like mad off the wall rhythms going on the Edge, and get some weird crazy sounds going on the grind, and layer some with the multi-track recorder, making some extra tracks over that. Yeah, that was it really. Just a discussion on what I'm planning on doing next week, because it's only since getting that Edge really, I decided to get it the other day, and then now I want some more of them to link up. It's like, all I can say is synthesizing and music, electronic music making is a very addictive hobby. I kid you not. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time. Hopefully we'll jam with the both of them on a nice new shiny stand. Ta-ra!